We're here with BU women's hockey head coach Brian Durocher as the Terriers get set for a rematch of last year's national championship contest against the #1 Wisconsin Badgers. And coach, just some general thoughts as your team enters this big weekend.
Sure. Obviously, you mentioned the rematch and the fact that we're going up against a team that was the preseason #1 and has held serve so far with, I believe, just one loss. I think that's their only loss in 30-something games. So we're definitely going into a building that's tough to deal with, a great team, a well-coached team, and somebody that we want to try to measure ourselves against. And so 2 games out there at the Kohl Center will be nothing short of an exciting task for our team.
And is it important to go into this weekend with a little bit of momentum? You got 3 points in the North Country trip, and it seems like the team is really playing well. In particular, Karen Sperry, who had a great weekend.
Absolutely. I think the 3 points up there is big because that's notoriously a tough place. It's about the furthest you can travel on a bus in the East. We went up there and found a way in different chapters. The first night coming from behind with a goal, 5 minutes left, and then the second night kind of holding on to a 3-0 lead in a tough way. Thanks partly to Karen, a few block shots, we get out of there with a win. So I think having that momentum is very good. And you're correct again that Karen has had a wonderful start. She's carried over from last year, and anybody that's in this game for a long time or even a short time knows how important a goaltender is, and to have her playing well, and Alyssa and Braley doing a good job when they've been in this year, it's bodes well for us.
Seems like you're getting production not just from the big name players. Jen Wakefield obviously had another good weekend, but you're seeing players like Shannon Mahoney get her first goal of the season. Christina Wiley picked up her first assist of the season. How important is it to have that depth up front to give those major players like Jen Wakefield a break to not have to carry the team on their shoulders?
Very important, because those people, you can't be expected to score a goal or 2 goals every game. You've got to kind of spread the wealth around a little. The big players are going to be there most of the year. They're the ones that get extra time on the power play, but I think it's very important for the score sheet, but even more important for the confidence, that I think Shannon and Christina are maybe starting to feel that they belong here. I can see some of it in practice, and I've talked about it before. I'll pat you on the back and I'll talk to you all the time, but the best way to get confidence is to produce some things, and it doesn't have to even be on the score sheet. It can just be seeing the confidence in practice in our game, that they're carrying the puck better, that they're having a little more poise with it, and taking a real good shot when they get a chance, and not just sort of throwing it at the net. So as that stuff continues to go forward and their confidence build, they'll be that much better players for us and in Hockey East.
Can you talk about what you're going to expect from Wisconsin? Obviously, they have a very talented squad. How are you preparing for them?
Again, we've got what we saw last year. You've got consistency of a coach, Mark Johnson, who's been there for a long time. So I think as far as what they'll do structurally, we're have a pretty good sense and a pretty good knowledge of what they're going to do. But the toughest thing to prepare for is just the sheer pace and the speed they play at, and I think we saw shades of it against North Dakota, and thankfully we were up to the task the first day. They got away from us a little bit the second day, but now you're going up against that pace on the road, and Wisconsin has beaten North Dakota twice this year, be it both were very competitive, very good games. It's still going to be a challenge, to go in there and get points. Hopefully we'll be up to that task.
Is it good to have that kind of challenge going into a conference schedule? You have BC following this trip.
Without a doubt, and as we put schedules together, you like to make sure that your RPI, your strength of schedule, the competitive teams you play prepare you not only for possible NCAA rankings, but more so for your conference. And Hockey East has continued to get better each year we've been involved. Probably the most talent is in the league right now at this point. So what we do against the North Dakotas, the Wisconsins, the Niagaras, the St. Lawrence Clarksons is going to hopefully prepare us for the battles with Boston College or UNH or Maine or Northeastern.
Thank you very much, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.